Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Monday. This is The Woo Report. The Woo Report, episode 260. Oh, I forgot to change the graphic. Episode 260. Can you believe that? Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios. Before we go off to Stage House Tavern in beautiful Mountainside, New Jersey, for Arlette's Shindig, live music by Arlette, pre- and post-game podcast, Game Day Live, Devils After Dark, drink specials. Yes, Stage House Tavern in Mountainside, New Jersey, 1099 Route 22, eastbound side. It's going to be a lot of shenanigans. Hello, Joseph Lanham. Thank you for your donation yesterday, Joseph. That was very appreciative. Doing the super chats and the super stickers. Him and Dave Singer battling it out, wanting to show themselves that they are the hardcore fan of the New Jersey Devils. Anthony LaPena is now social media bar hopping on the Facebook Live. Good morning to you, Anthony and Tori. You guys are the best. As well, today's title of the Woo Report, Devils must beat Rangers tonight. Sounds like Captain Obvious, right? Johnny Sack will be there. Is Johnny Sack going to be at Stage House Tavern? Yes, that Johnny Sack from The Sopranos might be making an appearance at Stage House Tavern. Congratulations to your family, Johnny Sack. Heard your daughter had something special going on this past weekend. Saw it on Twitter. But Johnny Sack will be there. Johnny Sack from Sopranos. He used to head, that family on the New York side. We're on the New Jersey side. But it doesn't matter if you're on your New York side as long as you're a New Jersey Devils fan like Johnny Sack is. It doesn't really matter. But the obvious statement I'm making right now is the Devils must beat the Rangers tonight. And why? Is it because of the rivalry? Maybe. Probably. Is it for bragging rights? I don't know. But it really has something to do with momentum, folks. Rangers are riding a 3-game winning streak. Devils had a disappointing loss against the New York Islanders on Friday, letting up 6 goals, forcing Lindy Ruff's hand to play Jack Hughes and ride the franchise player who can skate around anybody in 6 minutes. 6 minutes and 2-second shift. It's amazing what the New Jersey Devils, what they can do when they're pissed off, when they're mad. When they were 0-2 in the beginning of the season, they were pissed off. Fans were pissed off. Fans were calling for Lindy Ruff's job. Win 3 straight, okay. They relaxed a little bit, then lost to the Washington Capitals. If you remember that, October 24th basically didn't show up. And what happened? The Devils got really pissed off. And I wrote an article on pucksandpitchforks.com about 3 weeks ago that this Devils team hates losing more than they love winning. And you could tell by Jack Hughes' demeanor, one of the leaders of the team, young kid, the franchise, along with Nico Hischier, he didn't appreciate losing that much to the New York Islanders and tried to will himself and the Devils, but they fell short. They had their close chances against Varlamov, and you know what? They fell short. And it doesn't have to be that way. When they played the Rangers on November 28th, they were down 2-0 early in the game. Then the Devils had to come back. The fans meaning Devils fans roared them back to a 3-2 lead in the second period. Let's go Devils chants were raining down the rafters at Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous train station that's about to get the wrecking ball by the city of New York. That tells you how much they care about them. But the attendance of Devils fans at Madison Square Garden chanting Igor, taunting their own goalie in his own building. A picture is worth, 1,000 words. I don't know what the cliche is, but the sounds of Devils fans at Madison Square Garden is priceless. And will there be an encore? I wrote that on HockeyBuzz.com. Will there be an encore? Devils fans invading Madison Square Garden. Devils fans against the world. Devils fans against everybody. The mindset. When the fan base is pissed off and the Devils are pissed off, boy, does magic happen. The team gets results. But does it have to be this way, folks? Can the Devils play a 60-minute game tonight at Madison Square Garden? You know the ice is notoriously bad there. It's not even on ground level. It's on the third or fourth story. And story rhymes with Tori, Anthony LaPena's daughter, who's watching right now, 5 years old, soaking in her Devils fandom through this podcast called The Woo Report. And I will tell you right now, folks, the Rangers are riding a 3-game winning streak. The Devils had a bad loss the other night, had a hard practice yesterday. All indications saying that Vitek Vanacek is going to be in net tonight, looking to rebound from that loss. Should be well rested after getting pulled in the second period in favor of Akira Schmid, who I thought played pretty well. Devils had their chances, a couple pucks off the crossbar. But you know what? Here's the good news. Devils have a lot of talent. But even though the Devils have a lot of talent and then they can make things interesting, you got to play 100% at all times. 100%. Talent alone is not going to win in the NHL. You got to have effort. The pedal to the metal. This league is too good. Other teams are too good. And the way things are in the National Hockey League, you can't clutch and grab your way to victory. You have to play 60 minutes of hockey or extra time if need be. So you got a pissed off Devils team going against a Rangers team that Shesterkin last 2 games has been lights out, looking like his old self. And they're going to battle again, folks. But why must the Devils beat the Rangers? Because if you don't beat the Rangers tonight, again, it's a game of momentum, folks. Devils also riding an 11-game road winning streak. Don't forget that on the line as well. So the Devils have to come out strong. The Devils have to not take anything for granted. The BMW line should be insured by Plymouth Rock, the official car insurance sponsor of the New Jersey Devils. I'm just free plugging here because Nathan Bastian is obviously hurt. Miles Wood took a hard, clean hit. I didn't, after watching it several times, I actually don't have problems with that. But you got to watch for the head. Miles Wood is okay. That's good. But the Devils need to get to Shesterkin early. They need to take out the crowd early. Because falling from behind and having to play catch-up, you're limited in what you can do. You can't really roll 4 lines. That's why you have to double shift guys like Jack Hughes and Nico Hischier and Jesper Bratt. The Devils are at their best if they roll 4 lines and they let guys like Zetterlund, Wood, McLeod, these guys just wear you down. And when they wear you down by the second and third period, guess what happens? You've got players like Jack Hughes and Nico Hischier and Jesper Bratt that their motors never run hot, but their motors are always running on high RPMs. Speed kills, people. Speed kills. And you don't want to let the Rangers get some feel-good momentum. Gerard Gallant is what he calls himself. Gerard Gallant, the Rangers head coach, he is on the hot seat. He's on the hot seat right now. You want to keep him on the hot seat, folks. And that's why the Devils must beat the Rangers tonight. The fact is, this is the Metropolitan Division. These are games you need to win because they are that important. You can't be sleepwalking for a second in this game. Now, we'll be watching this all transfold at Stage House Tavern in Mountainside, New Jersey. Hashtag we are fun. Hashtag yeah. Arlette's going to be singing, entertaining. You get to see the podcast, leaving the studio, transporting the equipment. In about a couple hours, I'll be setting up. Shorts guy will be there. Vinny Parisi will actually be on assignment. He will be at Madison Square Garden. If you see Vinny Parisi, yes, my co-host of Game Day Live and also pucksandpitchforks.com contributor, say hello to Vinny Parisi. You can't miss that fun-loving Devils fan, Italian Devils fan, and Vinny Parisi. Probably he's going to be somewhere near Penn Station having a good old New York-style pizza. I know he loves the Taylor ham, but he got his Taylor ham from Wawa. Why would you get Taylor ham from Wawa, Vinny? I don't know. He'll be back. We'll show him the ropes here in beautiful New Jersey. Again, Rangers at Madison Square Garden. Devils taking them on second time. Could there be an encore? But this 30-game stretch started off poorly when the Devils lost to the Islanders. Okay, get back on track, New Jersey. Come on, Devils, get back on track. You did the same thing when you started 0-2 on the regular season. But get back on track because you've got the big bad Boston Bruins twice, 23rd and 27th of December. You got the Florida Panthers. You've got the Carolina Hurricanes. Dallas Stars tomorrow, second half of a back-to-back at the Rock. Go to American Whiskey as well. Fine establishment bar. We'll be on the TV. I won't be there in person. But I will be there in person tonight at Stage House Tavern in Mountainside, New Jersey. 1099 Route 22. And if you don't remember the address, they get 1099, like the IRS. 1099 form. Then Route 22, eastbound, Mountainside, New Jersey. Fine establishment. Be there or be square, is what they say. Joseph, you're the only one commenting on the YouTube Live. I want to see comments. Comments are free. For me to read them, it's easier for me to read when they're highlighted. Wink, wink. Facebook Live. Let's see here. I really wish our Devils had more beef. That's, I think, sorely missed as a team. I'd like to see guys like Anderson or O'Reilly types on this team. Players who can bump back. Yeah, I agree with you, Anthony. I'll tell you what, one of the things that are lacking on this team, I think Tom Fitzgerald did a great job, but he did add some beef. But there's lack of depth of beef on this team. And I think that lies the problem. When Nathan Bastian went down, this team is a little bit, got a little bit softer. Still a good team. But, man, and I've said this since day one about Nathan Bastian. I can't tell you how happy I am that Nathan Bastian's on this team. You know, he's not going to give you the flash. He's not going to give you the headliners. But, man, can the guy bang and bang in front of the net. And that's what you want. That's what you want, folks. You want some bangers. We want to bang. We want to lay the body. Wear the opponents down. Roll 4 lines. Keep Jack Hughes ready in the third period. Well rested. Nico Hischier, Jesper Bratt. Let me tell you something. Jack Hughes, that 6 minutes and 2 seconds was a combination of, it's like, that was really blue-collar, gritty, gutsy performance by Jack Hughes that last game. I got to tell you. It's like, why Jack Hughes is like a Mercedes-Benz. $200,000 Mercedes-Benz in the garage. And Lindy Ruff basically put him on the track. And he drove around the track at 185 miles an hour for those 6 minutes and did not once falter. And that's something take a note of. Jack Hughes is the real deal. But we'll see. Is bashing out indefinitely, Joseph? Last I heard, there's no timetable at this point. But I could be wrong. You know, I've been wrong before here on this podcast. But all right, well, I want to thank all those watching, listening. Drop the podcast about 20 minutes for your commute from work back, hopefully, to Stage House Tavern, 1099 Route 22 East, eastbound side, Mountainside, New Jersey. Arlette live music, pre- and post-game podcast, drink specials. I got Now Shorts guy texting me in the middle of the podcast about tonight's plans. It should be great. It should be good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, thank you to all those listening, watching from the confines of your own home or office or in the car. Again, hands 10 and 2 on the wheel, 9 and 3 if you prefer. Drive safely, folks. It's kind of miserable weather out there. And I hope the Devils fans take over Madison Square Garden. Oh, boy. Love to rub it in. You know it. I know it. It's a good time to be a Devils fans. Losers no more. We are taking over the NHL one city at a time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is the Woo Report. Till next time. Let's go, Devils.